Hi there, happy hump day and welcome to Wednesday. Comfort zones. Do you know where the edge of your comfort zone is? Now, we all like to feel comfortable. We feel relaxed, unpressured. Things feel more certain. But when we get too comfortable, it's not quite so good for us. Because when we're too comfortable, we've stopped learning, we've stopped growing. And once this happens, we're just one step closer to getting left behind in a world that is constantly changing. We can just see it all around us at the moment. We know that the world is constantly changing, and it's really important for us to be ready to adjust and adapt, and that requires us to be open to learning, open to challenge, because all of that is part of surviving and thriving and leading a healthy and fulfilled life. I love the quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "Do one thing every day that scares you." It's a great quote because it reminds us that we grow when we do things that are different, just a little bit scary, challenging, and new. If you feel comfortable, the chances are you're not learning. And that's because discomfort is a sign. It's like a warning, a reminder to your brain that you are learning something new. Each time we learn something new, our brain fires up and creates new neural pathways and new connections. And the more frequently we do an activity, the more comfort that the brain has because it knows that neural pathway to follow. It deepens those connections and those pathways. And so over time, that feeling of discomfort goes away. This means discomfort is actually a good thing for you, not a bad thing for you. So it can help, every year, maybe every couple of months, to set some type of goal. What's the thing that you're going to strive for that is stretching you to the edge of your comfort zone? Those goals can be either professionally based or personally based. It might, for example, be writing your first article on LinkedIn, learning to do a marathon or some type of physical pursuit that's extending you. Perhaps it's spending time at a silent retreat. Think of the things that you haven't done before. For me, every year we do some form of physical challenge. A couple of years ago, it was walking the Cradle Mountains at Easter. This Easter, it was supposed to be doing the 4-day walk in Tasmania. And obviously we're not doing that at the moment, but we're finding other ways to extend and challenge ourselves both physically and mentally. When you think about it, the benefits of having goals like this, the benefits of extending yourself are great. So I'm going to give you a few things to consider. Here are just some of the benefits. One, you're going to learn something new about yourself because every time you do something that is difficult, that is challenging, you're going to see what it is you're truly capable of. You're also going to learn something about the people around you, particularly if they're participating as well, because you'll see what their pressure points are, you'll see what they can cope with. It may even help inspire you to go further than what it is you thought you could go. You'll better understand your own pressure points and where it is you need to stop and reflect and also ask for help. Often we think asking for help is a sign of weakness. It's not. Asking for help is actually a sign of strength. You can also recalibrate your appetite for risk because over time you'll start to see that doing hard things, challenging things is good for you. You'll also have a clearer mind and a renewed sense of focus because nothing feels better than achieving something that seemed really hard to do when you first started. I know when I did my first big trek, I had no idea whether I was going to be able to do it. It was the first time we'd done overnight trekking with big packs, carrying all our own equipment, and I did it. Was it hard? Yes. Did I walk away feeling exhausted? Yes. Was I glad I did it? Absolutely. So think about some challenges that you want to set yourself. Now, it might be some challenges that you're doing at the moment while we're in self-isolation, or perhaps it's some challenges, some things that you want to do when we get out of self-isolation on the other side of the pandemic. Whatever it is, write it down. Make sure it is stretching you and challenging you in some way. Take care. I'll see you next week.